I want to remember there is some delay there on the stream. I know some of those people playing on the table, they are subscribers to the channel, so, and I love the guys, but I just don't want to give any chance to be in a hand and people actually can see my hand. So if you post a comment, wait for a few minutes and I will respond live, and I'll try to stay on top of the chat. Not sure how many people will come today, but I have been playing a lot. Yesterday I played 8 hours with the friends from my study group, and that was a tough game. At least 3 or 4 professionals, like full-time professional poker players there. Very difficult game, but very good learning opportunity for me. So it's good for us to learn and to study, to discuss some hands. Yeah, I'm not going to play for a long time tonight. I play maximum 2 hours. I played last night. I played on Thursday with the pro group I study with. I played on Friday with this group here. I played yesterday, and I'm playing again today. So here I have Queen 6. I'll fold this hand. 7-3, of course I fold. Not playing this thing, so I'm finishing my checklist now. I do have a planning checklist I do when I play live, and I'm trying to do the same thing here on this game. So yeah, maximum investment for today is $1,000, a little bit over 2 buy-ins on this game. I'll play for about 2 hours, right? Yeah, that's a good time to play. So I have my goals. I'm going to try to play more in position and stick to my range. You know, play a more balanced game here. Yeah, I'm feeling rested. No food needed. Water. Eliminate distractions. Yeah, so we good to go, baby. Yeah. I fold 6-3 here. So let me, yeah. I'll do a break when I'm playing for 1 hour. I'm trying to emulate all things I do on the live games. Although there's a lot of bullshitting on my game, there's a lot of protocols I put in place to avoid tilting and you know, and playing a bad game. And yesterday was one example. We were getting so much fun. You know, the group I was playing with yesterday, like I said before, a bunch of professionals. We were playing like 10 cents, 20 cents. Of course, not trying to take the money from each other. And I was getting so much fun that I ended up playing for 8 hours. That's way too much, way too much. So, and usually when you get tired, of course, you lose your mental edge. So today I'm playing for some more money, so I'm not messing around. Yeah, King 3 from under the gun. I will fold this hand. Yeah, sitting on the big blind, we have King 6 off. Of course, I'm not playing that. Not even defending the big blind with that hand, so. What's up, Robin? Good to see you around, man. Here I have 10-8 from small blind. Yeah, I'm trying to gather some data before we go crazy. And I'm not sure I'm going crazy this session. I think I'm going to play a more laid back session to see what that does to my game. Yeah, thankfully this table today doesn't have the VPIP requirement. So there is no concern if we get card dead on the beginning. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate it, man. Robin is saying good luck. Good to see you're still going. Yeah. Man, I wish we come back to the live games again. So here I have ace 10 on the bottom. That's a different deal. I think we can definitely play this hand from this position. This guy here raised on the cutoff. Let me see his raises. Cutoff, he raised 57% of the hand. So I'm going to 3-bet here ace 10 to take the lead pre-flop. And we take the pot down. That's good. No, I don't like to call, only because if we call, the pre-flop aggressor will very likely to c-bet on flops and will be forced to call fold. Even if you call, we flop the ace and he c-bets, it's a uncomfortable situation. So I pretty much prefer to take the pot down pre-flop, or go to the flop in position as the pre-flop aggressor in a 3-bet pot. Ace 2 side fold. Let me see what we have here on these HUDs. So Ethan Poker, we have, I mean, he's a very tight guy. He raises most of his hands. High frequency of 3-bets. So for me, it demonstrates that he has a strong range pre-flop. For him to play 18% of his hands and raise 11 and 3-bet 14 of these of the range, that's almost every hand he plays. It's a big number in my opinion. So this guy has a strong range. This guy here, 159 hands that the HUD saw him playing, 25% VPIP, 6% raise. It's kind of a weird number, so seems he's limping a decent range. 25%, it's a decent range, right? And he's raising only the top of this hand. Of course, 160 hands, it's not enough hands for us to take conclusions, but He seems to not be to be a tight passive player. The Gabe Lackman, we saw him playing 194 hands, and he plays 43% of his hands with a 31% of pre-flop raise. That means he's playing almost 50% of his hands, and he's raising 31% of those hands. So he's a loose aggressive player with a 19% of C-bets. He's a pretty loose and aggressive player. Buddha Ron, 27 VPIP, 15 pre-flop raise, 9% 3-bets. Seems to be a tight aggressive player. Asian Bro, I know this guy, and the stats are him. You know, he plays more than 50% of his hands. He tries to call every time, and he's pretty aggressive. He also 3-bets. Warren Buffett, I know him as well, and yeah, he's pretty tight and aggressive player. Llama, he's a tight-ish aggressive player as well. I know him as well. And usually sleeve, I always forget who this guy is, but yeah, the HUD is saying he's playing 22% of the hands and raising 7%. That's the very top of his range. So in general, we have a 25% VPIP table. That's a good range. We do have a lot of people 3-betting, so I guess I should be careful raising hands that I'm not willing to pay a 3-bet with, or even 4-bet, because it's yeah, it's not an easy fishy player. So Robin is asking, where did I get the HUD's stats? He doesn't remember seeing it on this app. So the app is Poker Bros. That's the poker app, right? So Rob, I'm running the Poker Bros on a emulator. I'm not sure if you know that part. So I'm using NLHE player to run the Poker Bros on the computer, because that's a cell phone only app. And then I'm using a software called Drive HUD. Drive HUD. That basically puts HUDs on everything, including Poker Bro through a emulator. So it's pretty easy. You install the NLHE player emulator, and then you install the Poker Bro inside the emulator, and on your computer you install this Drive HUD, and then you have it. I guess you play, I'm not sure how much I pay for it. It's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks per month for the HUDs. I'm not even sure if it's that much, but playing online, I think it's worth it. Here I have King 8. That's a hand I have in my range, but I'm not playing under the gun that hand. But I'm not sure, Robin, I trust these HUDs. They are a bit crazy sometimes. So the other day, the last stream I did playing this same game, the 2-4, I had stats that I'm not sure they were right, but it was saying I was playing too many hands and not raising. I don't remember, VPIP like 40% and raises on like 8%. What's up, Sean? I appreciate you coming, man. And I wish we get good luck tonight. I wish the online poker gods are with me during this game. Here I have Queen Jack with a bunch of limpers. I'm going to raise to like $30. I don't want everybody to call. And those people, I'm not sure what they are limping with. There's no raise. It's a decent range. If you see a flop, you're going to see in position. Yeah, they folded to me. I'm happy about that. So I think, guys, Ace-4, I'm gonna fold. Last time I played with those guys, I was card dead, and they were running a table with minimum VPIP of 15%. And the table kicked my ass out of the table because I was card dead in the first like 40 minutes, right? So I do think, and actually that was a pretty good session for me, right? So I bought in for 1,000 and cash out for like 2,600. Those guys, they know me and they know I'm pretty wild. I do think I will have problems getting action today because of the last game. Because I think they think that I adjusted and I'm playing very tight. That's kind of the truth, but I'm not playing very tight. Just a bit tight. King 9 off. We have a raise from this leg here. We are on the bottom, but I'm not defending with King 9 here. He has a high continuation. He keep almost 50% of the flops he gets aggressive. I let him have it this time. If it was suited, I would probably go. Also, I'm not that deep. The effective stack is not deep enough for me to defend with such a bullshit hand. I don't have the price to call and hopefully get lucky. And also I'm not deep enough to bluff him out of a good hand, if that's the case. So. $10-9 from cutoff. I'm not playing this hand. It's not part of my not drunk range when I'm not drunk. So I'm not playing this tonight. 10-9 suited, it's a completely different deal. Of course, 9-5 I'm folding as well. So if you guys watching want to do me a favor, please like the video. Help me out. I have 7 kids, 7 little bulls. So if you can like the video, I appreciate that. Jack 7. Yeah, mid position. Cut off hijack mid position. It's kind of a good hand. I play that a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna fold. Yeah, I do expect, I did expect this game to raise. So I would, I'm okay folding Jack 7 here. One of the hands that may be trouble, but, and then I'm glad I did, because Asian Bro, he 3-bets. That means nothing. He's super aggressive as well. Yeah, I'll not call a 3-bet with this hand, so I'm glad I didn't raised. So it didn't show. King 9 off, folding. King Queen suited. It's kind of, it's early position, but I do think we can open from this position, especially with our image. I guess I can open small here. I expect to see a bunch of folds. Maybe the blinds will defend, but that's a good hand. I don't mind see the flop with it out of position. Even if somebody in 3-bets, I don't mind calling. Yeah, we go 3 ways to the flop, and we do have the flush draw. Only bolt that it's in there is 3s, fulls of 6s. Other than that, A6, 6, 7. So it's pretty much a very few combos, so we can see bet on this flop and take it down. I mean, I'm not even sure if people are calling the raise with 6, 7, but people call from late position. That may be the case. Sean is saying that Poker Bros is online gold. Yeah, I do think that these days, with all that it's happening, it's a pretty different game. I agree with you, Sean. Although it's a lot of adjustments for me in my case specifically. But I guess I'm finally getting used to these online environments. And I like games like this one where everybody, I mean not everybody, but most of people, they are, you know, they are live players. So I do expect to be okay by, I mean, in knowing what to expect from them, right? Yeah, you're saying that 9 people from, yeah. I'm not sure what you mean, if I should keep my VPIP low, between 15 and 20%. And that's what I'm trying to do, actually. Trying to play a tight, aggressive game. And yeah. Sean is saying he has seen guys playing 6 max games with over 50% VPIP. That's crazy. It is crazy, and I love that. I love, you know, play 50% of the hands. But here we have King Jack suited on the bottom. I am opening this hand, and I am 3-betting this hand. If somebody opened before me, and that's the thing about HUDs. This Warren Buffett that's thinking about, yeah, he folded. The HUD is saying that I'm going to, this guy seems, user sleeve seems to like to open cutoffs. I'm going to 3-bet him again for the second time. I think he will try to defend. Yeah, he defended. Not bad, you get the top pair. He's likely checking. Yeah, he checks. I guess we can bet here. And I'm gonna show the jack if he folds. Here he may have broadways. He may have the flush draw. He may have the 10 jack, right? He may have ace jack that beat us. He may have a set, 3s or 10s. Yeah, he raised me. I'm not sure what to think about this one. Yeah. Let me put some more time here. Yeah, I don't think he has queens. The only hand I'm afraid here is 10 jack, to be honest. Maybe he's doing that with the flush draw. But I'm going to put him all in. If he has 10 jack, he has it, but I think he has the flush draw for the delay. Maybe he's just bluffing me. Yeah, I think he has the flush draw. Yeah, no, he has 4s. And he was trying to bluff me. Yeah, good try, buddy. Good try. Yeah, I think he was trying to fight me back because I 3-bet him. twice. And I think the check raise was a attempt to steal the pot. But I mean, no, I mean, that was not scary enough for me to fold. And once again, I don't like to call. I think the worst line is to let the guy be the aggressor. You know, too many draws out there, and if he's drawing, let's draw with let's give him a high price to draw, right? Let me see what he said here. He's saying that he put me on top pair. Yeah, those are his quads over quad spots. Let me send him a little flower. Actually, today I'm serious, guys. I have a hell of a sore throat for some reason. And I'm just playing because I'm trying to put the volume in. And I'm okay playing, I'm just not okay, you know, being all that noisy, all that bullshitting around. I have some pain, but... Seven, 3 off, we have to fold. Ace 4 off, I'm gonna fold. A6 off, early position, I'm not playing that. So I love my stats. The HUD is saying that I play 12% of my hands, I raise all of them, and those raises, 28% of those raises are 3 bets, and I keep up aggression 100% on flops. Who knows how to read HUDs? That means I'm playing a very strong range. but I know these guys will adjust a little bit. At some point they will call bullshit on me and they will begin to call me wider, but I am playing a tight range. And I hope that pays off. See, the app is saying I am a net. That's exactly what I read on these numbers, right? So playing very strong range, but I think it's a mistake for the app to take conclusions after 34 hands. I'm not sure how many hands, but I would say you should not take conclusions before at least like 150 hands or something on those lines. But I don't understand, it's a HUD app for people that, you know, just want to have a HUD and try to give as much information as it can, but I wouldn't trust the HUD that much. Queen 3, Queen 3. Of course I'm not playing unless if it folds to me and I can check my blinds. But today I'm playing tight pussy strategy, so I'm not playing Queen 3 unless if it's for free. Yeah, there is a raise. I'm not defending my blinds. Yeah, Sean is asking how was the pro group game yesterday. He's part of the what we call pro group. Sean, we played for 8, almost 9 hours straight. At some point we had 2 tables running. That was sick. Very hard game, by the way. I mean, every pot was a 3-bet pot. Every one of them. I mean, it was, to be honest with you, Sean, I'm putting a lot of work now to think what I'm going to do the next game we play between us, because it's a completely different dynamics. Yeah, there's a raise from this llama. I do have ace 3. That's part of my 3-bet range here. Now, this guy has position on me and he defends pretty wild. So I'm going to call instead of 3-bet. I do think we are deep enough to call there and hopefully to see a flush draw or a flush on the flop. Because if that happens, I can check and let he leads. But Ethan decides to 3-bet, but I expect Llama to defend. Maybe he will not defend because I am behind. Yeah, look at that. That's why I didn't 3-bet him. He's defending. And I guess when he does this, he's pretty much capping his range for aces, kings, queens, maybe jacks. And of course I have to fold ace-3. Ethan poker, I'm not sure, but maybe he goes all in now. But if he goes all in, he's also capping. He has a capped range because he knows that Llama is not folding. Oh, he folded. So yeah, Llama take down. So I think Ethan was just trying to steal the pot or has something like tens or below. And put Llama on top of his range. I'm just messing with this Llama. Very good buddy. Very good guy. Young guy, smart player. Very good guy. And there's one guy here asking me to invite my pro friends to come and play with them. Actually, yesterday it was a shitty game. We were doing crazy shit on the game, right? I mean, so Grant Jurek is saying, thanks for the stream, loving the content. I really appreciate that, man. If you didn't subscribe yet, subscribe to the channel, like it, share with your friends. I have 7 kids. I need my YouTube check. One day, I still don't have any fucking check from YouTube. So here I have 4s. I'm going to raise it, fold it to me. And I appreciate the comment, Grant. Elton is Nepkos. Robin is asking which pro group game. So Rob, holy fuck. Lemma, I'm gonna respond to you just 1 second. Yeah. So now I have to call 36. And effective stock is 500. So I do have the price to call there. I'm going to call and hopefully Ethan doesn't go crazy. Yeah, I need a set, baby. Oh, no set. No fucking set. And I'm not leading this flop. It's a very connected flop. I'm not leading that shit, no. Demo will continue and he takes the pot down. And I fold. Yeah, Demo is playing a strong range, so I'm not sure what he has, but probably ace king. Robin, I'm assuming you are my Robin, right? The Robin from the pro group, correct? And that being the case, you know, what I'm doing is I created a club on PP Poker, and I am doing a live game. Not live game, but it's an online game. And then we have the app playing one screen, and then we have a video chat. So you can both see the game and the people that are playing, right? So you can see everybody, and then we talk. It's pretty much like same feeling of a live session, right? So we are doing that every Thursdays or Fridays. It's a private game for people from the pro group. And I'm assuming you are my Robin. If you are, just reach out to me later. And you are playing like 10 cents, 20 cents. And you're talking a lot of strategy and a lot of whatever the poker bullshit we have to talk about. It's pretty sick. Every Thursdays, every Fridays, 8 p.m. EST. Those sessions will be live, but they will not be available later. So if you guys happen to catch the session going, you can see on YouTube. If not, you cannot see it later. Especially because we talk too much shit on that session. But yesterday we played almost 9 hours. It was insane. Insane. But that's very good. Very, very good. You know, to discuss the game, and playing with better players is always a good thing. Unless if you need to make money so hard, and then you should just play with worse players. But so I have jacks here. Under the gun, I'm of course raising this hand. If I don't play jacks, I should stop playing poker. We go heads up. We see a 7-7-6. That's a good flop for him. But I will bet one more time because he has more 8s, 9s than I do there, right? And yeah, he can have the straight draw. I'm gonna bet one more time. He may have the bolt with 7-6 already. But I want to bet one more time. Yeah, I'm gonna check here. Let's see what he does. It's a huge pot now. Not huge, but $160. Yeah, he's probably trying to steal there. Yeah, I'm gonna extend the time here. Yeah. Does he has the 7s? Does he has the bolts? I'm losing 2, yeah, A7, 7-6, 7-8. I can just beat a complete bluff here if he has a straight draw. So I do think I'm going to fold, yeah. I show the jacks, hoping he showed the bluff, but he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, Robin, yeah, it's my Robin. Yeah, Robin, it's a sick fucking game. Yesterday, so it was me, Seabass, Ursula, right? Bob, Steven, that's the pro that plays in Vegas, right? Steven, the one guy that played with us on the table in Vegas, right? Dominic, who else was in there? And then we have Rob from the other group. We have BJ. Steve, at some point, he came to play. Jordan. It's a sick table. Yeah, text me, Robin. I let you know on the games and we go from there. You will for sure enjoy. I'm not sure. I'm going to review that Jack's hands. I could pretty much shut down the aggression on that board 776, especially because there is other things there other than the trips and the boat, right? And the set of 6 full of 7s. You could have a straight draw, but I guess that's the only bluff you would have there. So I guess I could. That's the problem. If I check flop, he take the lead on flop and I'm forced to call. I check again on the turn and he bets again. Yeah, maybe I would save myself one straight if I just check. But I honestly believe he was good there. There was the king on the board as well, if you guys saw it on the turn. But as a bad pre-flop, he's not calling with ace king pre-flop. When he raises 20%, 28% of his hands, he will not flat ace king pre-flop. He may flat king queen. Yeah. But I'm not sure I'm not sure he's bluffing that much. I don't know, maybe he is, and if he is, good for him. But I think I played a little bit too aggressive on that very board. I hate checking on flops. But Jack 6 suited? Nope. Okay, so I'm completing 1 hour here, guys, so I'm going to sit out. And that's going to be for like 3 minutes. I'm going to stretch a little bit and I come back real quick. And we are back. Little stretch. Got me something to eat. Fat people love to eat all the fucking time. So you guys watching, let me know what you think about the jack, the two jacks I folded. What would you guys do differently there? I'm gonna call this Gabe with A7 suited. Unless if somebody 3-bets. So I guess it's a good price. Yeah, I don't love that flop. I check, give up. Somebody bets there. I folds. Queen 7, I'm going to fold this one here. Let's do soft, I'm folding. Actually, I'm going to change seat to be to the left of this Gabe. Just 1 second, guys. It's kind of a process here. Where is Gabe now? Gabe, I'm gonna have to sit here. So Grant is saying that he thinks the fold with the jack is fine. Yeah, especially because the bluffing frequency is really low. Yeah, I agree with that. Problem I have is those guys, they are 5'5", 5'10", 1025 players on the live game, right? So they are definitely capable of representing boards. And these guys specifically, they use your sleeve. No, I guess it was Gabe. I'm not sure who. I'm fucked up now. I changed positions, but yeah, never mind. Yeah, but I think it was him though. Yeah, he changed seats. Yeah. Yeah, it was him. Or it was Gabe. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, the only question I have really is, I do think the folding jacks on that river is okay. I'm not sure the bet flop and bet turn is the best line, right? Yeah, Robin say he would probably call the river. Yeah, and I just need to be good 1 out of 4 times there. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a hand to reveal. Yeah, thirsting hand for sure. I thought about calling though, but yeah. Anyways, if I have more information about the guy, I mean, if I was playing against myself, I would call that river for sure, right? And if I was playing against some of those players that I know, I would call either, but yeah, Robbie's saying he calls too much. Yeah. I call too much too though. And I think calling too much when you have a thought process behind is good, huh? Especially in the games you play, Robin. You play the 5-10, right? So I think trying to call, it's necessary on those games, huh? I'm going to play 1 more hour. That was the initial plan. And like I said before, my goals for today is play a more balanced game, not go too crazy. So I do think I'm accomplishing that goal right now. Only hand I really have doubts about it is the Jack's hand there on that river. I am happy though I'm capable of folding. Some people, they are not capable of folding over pairs, right? So, but that's way back in the days when I could not fold over pair. But I'm not sure if the fold was right. And I will have to run some calculations. Yeah, I discussed a little bit with my brothers and my poker friends, and yeah, definitely a interesting spot. Come on, baby, give me a hand, dealer. Ah, fuck. 3 deuce, no, not today. Nine three, we fold. Six four on the big blind. Yeah. Off suit. Trash. Trash. Some people question why I don't fight for my blinds. And maybe that's some work I have to do, but I have a reason for it. You know, for example, this game here is a 2-4, right? Actually, it's not right. What I'm going to say is not right for this game because you're raising 3 times the blind. So I guess in that situation, it's worth it to fight for the blinds, but the games I play live, we play 5-5. And minimum raise is about $50, right? 50, 60, 75. So I just think does not worth it to fight for the blinds. Because basically the way I play, I mean, you know, people basically think I am a maniac all the time. And when I have a hand, I can bet 3 streets of value and get paid and double up. So, and I kind of got lazy and didn't build any strategy to defend my blinds. So if I stick to the online play, maybe that's something I will have to do. But I'm gonna tell one thing, as soon as they reopen as soon as they reopen the card houses, and hopefully this virus, you know, go down, I'm going back. I'm not sticking to online play. I hate this thing. So Sean is saying, do you think he would offer you that good of a price with a bluff? That's what I would need to ask myself in that river spot. Yeah, I agree. That was technically a small bet, and claiming, and that basically when people are value betting, if he has the boat there or chips, he wants to bet small-ish to get more calls. Now I have seen, Sean, people changing that and down betting the bluffs just because when they you know, they bet small with a bluff, looks more like a value hand. But I agree with your point. It was a value bet size. It always screams it was value, right? But and that's the thing. Look at this. So the HUD is telling me that the average pot size for this table is $97.69. So it's a 2-4 game, right? So it's a huge average pot size, in my opinion. And look at this pot, 182. So we are definitely playing like we do play in Houston, right? $10-7, we are folding. We are folding. And we have what? We have more 30 minutes and nothing much happened. But that's okay. Actually, I bought in for 480. So because of that jack hand, I just got back to my initial stack. Hopefully the live poker gods, they let me double up 2 times before I go sleep. But I'm not staying longer tonight. I played the last 3 days, or the last 3 nights. Last night I played for 9 hours. And tomorrow I do work from home, but I do work, so not taking the chance. Although I'm feeling super good right now. I'm feeling super focused. Although I'm not paying fucking attention to the game, but actually I think those HUDs, they make me lazy, right? Because actually, I mean, that's the thing with online play. On your live, you're talking to people, you are paying more attention, and you can remember the guy by his face. So here it's kind of more difficult for me. I do have to train my brain to capture more information. And also having the HUD in front of me makes it even worse, because I do not have to spend mental energy to find out who is loose, who is tight, who is doing what on what flops and stuff, because of the fucking HUDs that I don't even trust. But anyways, let's 10 big blinds. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, but ace 10 is a pretty good hand. Yeah, Gabe, yeah, we raise. I will 3-bet him with ace 10 because I do not necessarily want to play out of position. Yeah, I take the pot down. I'm glad it happened. And the reason why I raised him is because of his stats, right? So 40% pre-pip, 28% pre-flop raise. He will have a lot of hands that he will raise with that he cannot fight a 3-bet. King 4. So Grant is asking if I have played on any other sites and clubs. The answer is no. I'm not a online player, and I'm just doing this thing here, to keep playing, keep my mind fresh. Sean just said that Poker Bros is awesome. I do agree. And I do think that those I would say sites that people like Global Poker and Poker Stars and those places that we do have a big activity online. Maybe the games are more difficult, right? You have a lot of pros in there. That's what I guess, and it's just a guess. Poker Bros, it's a bunch of live players play on Poker Bros. And I do also play on PP Poker, but PP Poker just have my own club that, like I said before, it's just a private, I would say, home game between friends that we study together and stuff, but that's it. I would definitely try, Grant, uh, there's Poker Bros app. Only issue though is, I'm not sure if you know this app. It's like PP Poker. You do have, so here let me play this hand. I have 7-6, I'm going to raise. Begin to get crazy on the end of the session, that's okay. But Poker Bros, you have to trust somebody to send the money for them, like PP Poker. So I do suggest you to get into a club that you know the person and you trust the person, right? So this club here, for example, the one guy running this club is Lema, and I play with him almost every night on the club. So he's not my lifetime friend, but he's a good buddy. You know, I have spent like several, maybe hundreds of hours with him on the table. So Queen 10, it's just me and him. I'm going to c-bet one time here. We have the backdoor flush if he calls. And I may give up here if he gets crazy. Yeah, we take the pot down. But that's it. So the only advice is, if you go on Poker Bros or PP Poker, make sure you put, so the one thing I like to do is, for example, I send these guys, I trust the guy, right? But I send him like 1,000 today. End of the session, I get the 1,000 back. And that's it. So cash in, cash out. You never know what can happen, right? So with anybody, it's not that I don't trust the guy. I do trust him a lot, but you know, same shit I do with the clubs. I never bring chips back home. I bring money. Any shit happens with the club, my money is with me. But that's a personal opinion, right? So Sean, you do not need to buy a emulator. So you go on Google and search for LD player, right? You download the LD player, and when you open it, it's going to be like the screen of a cell phone, a Android cell phone, right? And then you go on that screen and you download the Poker Bros app inside that thing. And then when I open the LED player on my computer, it's just one Windows, like each other window. And I click on Poker Bros and log it, and that's it, right? So it's for free. You don't have to buy it. LD player, pretty good app. There's others out there, but this one is, it's a fast, you don't have like bugs, never see the program shut down on me while playing, so I would recommend for sure. A7 there. I fold. King 8. Cut off. I think it's a good position. It's not a huge hand. But I think I can open there. I do not expect Warren Buffett to go crazy there. Barry may defend or may go crazy, but I think I can take the blinds down. This guy is thinking about, and he calls out of position. We have second pair. I'm good with it. Good kicker. Yeah. Yeah, let me check here and see what happens. So he may have missed the flush draw there. Let's see here. He may have the jack. 9-10. Yeah, he bet almost spot there. Man, I think that's the same guy. Same guy. Should I call here? Yeah, when he calls. Yeah, I'm gonna fold. Maybe that's a good. Yeah, he shows a 4. Yeah, I guess he has ace-4 of clubs and he bluffed me with the flush draw. Nice bluff. Too tight. Too tight tonight, guys, but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, definitely he didn't have a jack. Yeah. If he shows the 4, it's, I think it was the 4, right? He has ace-4 for the flush draw. I don't believe he has the jack 4, neither the queen 4. Maybe 4s? Yeah, I played pretty ABC that jack, but yep. Yeah, I did block the king queen. Yeah. That's the thing. So let me raise these hand here. Yeah, who is on? Me and I cannot see who has cards. Yeah, Llama, yeah. Now we just have third pair. Let's check. I call him one time. I'm gonna bet. I like the king there. It's good for my range, unless if he has 8-9. Could also have the flush draw. And you take the pot down. Ace 4 off. I'm folding. Sean is saying he was trying to lay you a bad price to call. Yeah. 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 I think I'm not thinking straight. Holy fuck, look at this spot, guys. I'm missing clarity on some spots, but maybe I need my bad, but I went all in. Ace 7, good lead. 5-3, I fold. Yeah, Sean is saying that he could have the force there, and that was a floating myself, and I agree with that. I should be snap cone his face. Next time we do it. Ten three. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No good. Ace 10, I'm going to raise. Let's go, baby. Hadouken. Let's go. Let's go. Fold, 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 fold. Jam is thinking about, and you take it down. Fatality. Small pot, but it's better than having a 3-bet, right? King 5, I fold. King 4, big blind. I fold. Yeah, I'm not sure if the HUDs, they adjust themselves after some time. That's good to know. The other day I was trying to reorganize the HUDs by myself. So now the app is calling me tight rag. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing like a tight rag today, I guess. Six, 4, I'm folding. Actually, I'm trying to produce a vlog for next Friday. I hope I can do it. Some sort of surprise for you guys. Queen 5, give me some hands, baby. I do have 10 minutes left. I need some hands, Mr. Dealer. And I do not need hands that will have bad bits. I need hands, winning hands. I need a two suited that will make the flush on the turn. I need 5/8 that will make that straight on the flop. Those kind of hands I'm talking about. Aces in a disconnected board. That we can go all in, double up, and go to bed. And not even feel bad about that. Bad behavior, but it's true. Let's do soft I fold. Showing say nice hand, Bruno. I appreciate, buddy. I guess it's the one. I have pair of threes or something. Yeah, maybe that one. 5 douche, I fold. Oh, look at that, 13% VPIP. That's a shame. But that's my goal, play tight. Eight six big blind. I fold. A 7 of hearts. That's the kind of hand I'm looking for. I'm going to call this Barry Bacon. And we're going to have a flush draw on the flop, baby. I'm not raising with A7. Not really the hand I'm looking for, the flop I'm looking for, but can we represent the deuce here? Can we? Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, that would be, I have no outs, yeah. And usually I try to float from out of position every fucking time. So here I thought about check raising the guy. I do have more deuces than he does on the board on that flop. But my goal for today is not to go crazy. So we're following the goal. The normal Bruno would check raise that flop. Today's Bruno is playing tight. And that's fucking boring. Maybe that's good for my stats. BP Poker, my user has a VPIP of 48% right now. Yeah, I guess it's 3 minutes to go. Where's the bottom? I think I can play to my bottom. And I'm still hoping to see a very good hand for you guys. Of course, I want a winning hand. Let's think positive here. And see what we can do. Ten-7, I fold. Yeah, Queen-4, I fold. Or should we call here? We're getting to the end of the session. That's the question, but we fold. before it folds. I can change the icons and everything. Let me change this thing. Let me see who I like here. I like this girl. Yeah, we play to the bottom, guys. Bottom for 480. Some debatable hands where possibly people were floating me on the river. But I'm honestly happy the way I play. Stick to my plan to play a tight game. And there's one raise there from this Gabe. Yeah, thinking about, yeah, there's a 3-bet. This guy saved me. I was thinking about 3-bet the Jack 9, but I think that's just end of the session tilt. You get willing to play more hands, but now I'm gonna get aces. Let's go, baby. Aces one time. Aces. Fuck. Jack 9 again. That's okay. That's okay. Poker gods are keeping the aces for the bottom, the last hand. Yeah, I hope it folds to me. I can try to steal with Jack 9 the blinds, but folds to me. I'm technically trying to steal there. I'm probably getting called. Yeah. FB is calling. And then you flop top pair. I can keep it up. Five, six, seven, eight. Yeah. Now if he gets this straight, it got there, but I'm not checking, I'm still betting. Let's see what he's going to do. He's chatting while he's calling my chat. You still can have like, yeah, I'm glad he folded. So glad he folded. I hate that board. Now I have 5 deuce as the last hand, and this one I will play. I love 5 deuce though. Let me raise this shit. Last hand special. And we take it down with 5 deuce. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think that's it, guys. That was it for today. I appreciate you guys staying on the stream with me. I'm so craving to keep playing. So craving. But, you know, one of the things I'm trying to exercise is discipline. And discipline to stop based on my plans. I said I would play 2 hours today because of the game yesterday. I played 3 hours yesterday. And I have work tomorrow and I have to stick to that plan. I appreciate you guys being here and I see you guys in the next video, okay? Thank you very much, guys.